So, other than Fire Force being created by the guy who did Soul Eater, and like seeing the character designs and whatnot, like I didn't know what to expect from this show. I'm like, oh, it's about a bunch of firefighters. Then I saw like a GIF, and I'm like, that are pyrokinetic?
Yeah, no, I was thinking it was going to be like a procedural firefighting anime.
Yeah, well, like I was just like, because yeah, I felt like it was gonna be like oh man, we're gonna like take like the shonen format or some shit about just firefighters.
Right.
That might be kind of raw.
Backdraft the anime.
Yeah, and nope, they're pyrokinetics and they're fighting fire demons. Gotcha. Okay.
Fucking Boku no Hero Pyromaniacs.
I didn't like this anime. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Like every time you were like, "Oh, that's so cool." Oh man,
you suck.
I was just
you
silent.
just suck.
I was just silent that whole time. Like, I can't say anything yet. Like I kept all those opinions to myself.
You are a soulless husk of a person.
Oh man, just this show just didn't do. Like, I liked the aesthetics, but like the aesthetic. Yeah,
like especially like a lot of the like the material, the costume, the mechanical design. It's like it was pulled from a previous era of sci-fi anime.
Yeah, like I feel, I don't know, just like the characters just don't do it for me. Like I don't like any of the characters. The setting that the world is in, it's like by episode 3 they were like, oh, by the way, most of the world isn't inhabitable. Or in fact, really, it's just like this little section of Tokyo. Like, we got these districts, and that's where everybody lives now, I guess, because of...
Sort of, mostly, maybe.
Yeah, that's the fact. Like the fact that, like, the world building is, like, coming in after we're establishing the characters. Like, it's like, we established the characters, and then we started, like, establishing, like, the force that they're a part of, and now we're establishing, like, the world that they exist in, one episode at a time.
Yeah.
And it's just... And they just, like, drop this information at you in the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just like episode 2 starts, oh, by the way, this is this force, this is what they do, these are what these things are, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, episode 3 starts, oh, by the way, this is like the state of the world they exist in, and you've never been given a clue to this whatsoever up until this point. I don't like how it's dropping information. I don't like any of these characters. Maki is fucking hot as hell, no pun intended. Like, I got my muscle girl. She wasn't in the muscle anime, but I got her here, and I like that. You know, I don't know why she has a witch hat. Like,
the fact that question came out of your mouth just completely discounts you as a useful person. Why does she have a witch hat? Fuck you is why she has a witch hat. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, I think one of the things that got me is just like, oh, well, if he's a demon and he's a knight, well then she must be our witch, I guess. Like, bitch, she's wearing a fucking witch hat!
Like, you had to have issued that to her.
Right? So, yeah, it's like shit like that, and then you got, like, the nun who seems to be completely fucking worthless.
Well, depending on your opinion of, religion.
Yeah. And, so yeah, given my opinion of religion, she's worthless so far in the context of the series.
Yeah, she's worthless in fiction, not, metatextually, not to me.
Yeah, so, she's a firefighter nun.
Yeah.
I don't, and she looks like, even you brought this up, she looks like the girl from Chrono Crusade.
Yeah.
Which I've never seen Chrono Crusade. I know nothing about it other
than
that character design, and that character design happens to also be in this anime. Main guy, he looks like Soul Eater. The character Soul Eater, not the embodiment of the show Soul Eater, but he looks like Soul. And Soul's design worked for him because he was this snarky fucking asshole protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is kind of like an awkward dork who sometimes picks fights.
Yeah, no, I love it. He is a fucking, like, type 2 shonen hero with, for a weird physiological quirk, type 1 shonen hero face.
God. No, he's a fucking isekai protagonist with...
fuck? The fuck he is.
No, he sucks. I don't... it's just like, oh, I want to be a hero because my mom set on fire or some... I don't... Nothing about it, man.
The fuck standard are you holding that character motivation to?
I don't know. Like,
You've seen every other anime that exists, right?
Yes! I'm not saying it's bad. I didn't say it was bad at all. I said I don't like it. I didn't even say I dislike it. I am just completely neutral on this series. Like I have to clarify it for because usually when I say I don't like blank. Oh, well, what do you dislike about it? I didn't say I dislike. Not liking is not the same as disliking. It just means I don't. It just I'm not one way or the other. I'm like, yeah, no, this is perfectly serviceable. Like the action looks like episode 3. I thought kind of looked like dog shit, but then there was that great little Sakuga where he's doing capoeira, and I was like, that looked nice. So yeah, no, it's just the direction doesn't the direction is kind of flat. The characters are just kind of these boring ass archetypes. I just don't care. Like, I feel like one of the things that really helped Soul Eater get over for me is the fact that like how weird the world they exist is. Like just the aesthetics of like the buildings and the fucking moon and the sun and just everything was just hyper stylized. And I feel like that really carried that show. Because, like the writing I feel is very hit and miss in Soul Eater. Here, I feel like just it's written fine, but there's like nothing elevating it. There's nothing that makes you go, I want to see the next episode of this. Also, you have like the fire kitsune who gets groped, and
yeah, that's weird. I want to see what the deal is with that because she mentioned something that I don't remember the name of.
Lucky Lecher Lure.
Lure, yeah. Like it might be some kind of weird side effect of her whole deal, which, even if that is the case, doesn't make it, like, any better of writing.
Right,
Just would also be interesting if they actually made it a mechanical thing.
Yeah,
It's still dumb and obvious.
Yeah, no, it is. It was just... And then he, like, slips his hands in her pants and gropes her ass. It's like... Oopsie whoopsie.
Like, I'm also here, except I'm in a bikini top and my pants are for some reason cut weird.
Yeah, no, I hate... Like, honestly, I hated her design. I feel like no, her design...
It's not good.
Her design is for, and that's the thing, like, for a series of characters who all have to wear, like, a standardized uniform, I do think they do fairly well, distinguishing the characters. But then you have, just the other girl with long black hair and flat bangs. So how do we distinguish her? Just put a bikini top on her. You could have given her a different hairstyle. There, give her brown hair, blue hair. You're a fucking anime. You can do blue hair. I just hate her design so goddamn much. And she has bad anime titties too.
Mm-hmm.
They're good big anime titties and they're bad big anime titties where just circles, and she's got the circle titties. She's got just bad anime boobs that you see in every shitty, trashy isekai anime with zero budget.
Mm-hmm.
I expect better of this show because Maki has some great titties. That's right. I can bitch about objectification while also objectifying the characters. I'm a hypocrite. It makes me human. Yeah. So you got way more out of this anime, so you talk about it.
So yeah, Zeon is a bad garbage person who doesn't like things that bring joy to the human heart. Fire Force is a fucking rockin' ass shonen anime with great mechanical and world designs, especially in the costuming, where the action looks great. The weird ass monsters and mysterious villains are half and half, B-movie crunch, and okay, wait, maybe it's interesting. Give it a minute. No, okay, this guy's just weird. It teeters into King of Bandits Jing territory now and then. We're that's real dumb. But it's the show lives and dies on both its the action that takes place in it and basically its design stylization. Like these are firefighter uniforms with gorgets and full face masks.
Mm-hmm.
I could live off that for days, except they also have like at least apparently 7 types of hatchets that also shoot holy spikes.
Yeah.
And that's fucking rad.
Yeah, like the mechanical work stuff here, like the axe that shoots the spike, that's dope. The one guy who doesn't have like their fucking chief who has like no fucking powers, but like he's just like, yeah, no, I have to have like all this fucking heavy armor and shit.
Yep.
Like that's cool. Like I feel like conceptually, like the characters are cool. Like guy has fire feet powers and like he uses that to boost himself around.
Yeah, there's something going on with 2nd and 3rd gen pyrokinetics because apparently like the world changed at some point and this shit started happening.
Yeah. So yeah, like people started bursting into flames and then fucking pyrokinetics started becoming a thing. So you have like Maki who can like manipulate fire. Shinra just boosts fire from his feet. And he uses that to like rocket himself around and to do dope ass dive kicks into motherfuckers and blow their chest out. Arthur has a plasma sword, which okay, that's where I thought he was dumb. I hate Arthur. He's shitty Wolfwood. He is shitty Wolfwood.
I think all of his Wolfwood comes from his establishing shot.
Yes.
He was peak Wolfwood right there.
I just... yeah, I know, yeah. It really just comes from that establishing shot. But just the fact that, like, you know, he comes
like, that was it. Like, I'm the Wolfwood of this anime. Like, okay, I get it. We're not even gonna have, like, no, you're just automatically that guy.
Yeah, he's, you know, he has that whole fucking knight thing going on with him, and he calls his sword Excalibur, and, like, I mean, those are just, you know, just very basic plug-in things.
Well, yeah.
Like, yeah, no,
which is why I feel like he might have a fascinating, like, whole arc to himself later on.
Maybe. But yeah, I think one of the things, like, this is, like, one of the few aesthetic things I hate in this show is his fucking full, like, scabbard for his stupid bladeless hilt.
So what you're telling me is that you hate Gowry Gabriev?
No, because he actually has a blade in there.
Do you think he doesn't?
He hasn't shown it yet.
No, he doesn't.
So yeah, like... Also, Gowry was a much better character.
And his sword having a full blade made no goddamn sense.
Fantasy anime.
No, not how swords work.
Fantasy anime.
Not how swords work.
Fantasy... Now who's the joyless fox?
Steel tensile strength.
Magic
I take joy in pedantry. You're disliking a bitchin' shonen anime.
Magic steel. That's
No.
a sword. Yeah.
No.
That's how that works.
Regular steel.
Really? So you know that... So you've
Yeah,
spoken to...
it wasn't able to hurt the true monsters. It wasn't magical in any capacity.
Maybe it's just all of its magic is how well it holds up without
That
being...
is not how magic works in the Slayers universe, and you know it. So, yeah, this is one of those things where a show went really far in one direction, and this is a very important, mature learning opportunity. Sometimes shit just doesn't land for people.
Yeah, no, it does.
And it doesn't make them bad people. A whole different, complicated, extensive series of other circumstances are what makes Xeon a bad person, not just disliking this anime.
You know, like, can anybody really trust your opinion when you are the isekai raccoon?
Yes, because
burrowing that dumpster.
I have undertaken experiencing the full breadth of what this genre, this medium has to offer.
Are you telling me I have not
sitting
experienced...
in my ivory tower going, nay, I shall not.
Are you saying that I have not experienced the full breadth of shonen that I have? Like, and that's the thing. Like I've experienced enough shonen to where I could like cultivate better shonen. Like, okay, would you say This is Hunter x Hunter tier.
No.
Would you say it's Yu Yu Hakusho tier?
Not yet.
Oh, wow. Man.
Oh, no. I fully expect this to go about 10 more episodes, and for its premise to just fall on its goddamn face and have no payoff.
Okay.
But until that happens, it's got the potential.
Yeah, like... I think also part of my, my cynicism in that regard comes from, like, I watched Soul Eater. And,
well, I mean, yeah, you can't have cynicism in your heart while you're watching shonen. That's antithetical to the entire experience.
You know, this is where I would just cut in a clip of you bitching about Dragon Ball Super, but I don't want to have to revisit anything Dragon Ball Super related.
Dragon Ball Super is not a shonen anime.
And the tournament arcs.
Yeah, it does.
It had transformations.
Uh-huh.
Then big dumb villains.
Mm-hmm.
How was that not shonen?
Because it lacked the spark of pure joy in its heart.
Okay.
Dragon Ball Super was an old man waiting to die.
Just going, how do you do, fellow teenagers? So, okay. So a shonen has to spark joy. Or it's not a shonen. So now I'm sitting there trying to think of shonen that might be fucking abysmal. But I don't watch enough of it. Like,
oh, what's
Black
that?
Clover.
You don't watch enough
Fuck!
terrible anime?
God damn it! Ah! like those words were fumbling out of my goddamn mouth, and I was like, no, I'm about to fucking just, no, god damn it. I couldn't catch myself.
You fool. You absolute moron.
Ah. So yeah, mechanical design's dope. The powers are dope. Like I said, I don't like the characters.
Mm-hmm.
And the villains just seem like, I'm vaguely mysterious.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I can't wait for that to just come to nothing.
Well, yeah.
It's like episode 3 and that first guy's kind of overstayed his welcome.
Right. So yeah, I feel like... like he was mysterious guy in the shadows. He actually plays a part in the next episode, and you're like, oh, fuck off, guy. Like, I feel like a lot of things just aren't, like, maybe it's just gonna eventually build into something way better, but right now, it's just, it doesn't come off as particularly promising, and, oh my god, this thing has almost a full 5 stars on the Funimation app.
Well, yeah, it's this season's shonen.
I guess so. Just whatever the hell. Then again,
people are still like, I mean, the first 40 episodes of Black Clover are a little, but you know, if you get through that.
Oh my god, yeah, no, like those people aren't fucking people.
Mm-hmm.
Just like when I hear that, like yeah, no, if you just get past it's like I hate when there are people like, oh, it's only like 40 episodes in, you can't judge the show. I could have watched like 3 awesome 13-episode animes in that time! You fucking mongrels! What's wrong with you? I just don't have the patience for shonen anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Which is funny, because I'm about to start watching a whole lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! But at least I know what I'm getting at with you. Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Goes like full retard from the beginning. It is just ridiculously stupid where people are playing a fucking card game with holograms and also there are Egyptian fucking spirits inside of them, and it just goes at full tilt stupidity and never wavers from it and never thinks, am I being too dumb? Nope, let's just even go dumber. Like fucking Kaiba in that last movie had a satellite shaped like his corporate logo. Like that's the amount of like a show like this. I think that's part of my problem. It needs to be dumber. It needs to be dumber, and it needs to lean into it.
It's not going to get dumber. I think it's going to get darker.
Oh, I think that would make it worse.
Mm-hmm. Like,
God, if it
you
goes...
remember when like Soul Eater leaned dark? Like it did it well.
It did. So
that's when Soul Eater was good. When Soul Eater got dumber is when you're like, you were just wasting all of these characters.
So basically, anytime Black Star did anything.
Yeah.
We're gonna get so much shit from Black Star fans for that.
Fuck them. Soul Eater was a show with a whole lot of potential that it wasted on dumb bullshit.
So yeah, Fire Force, I mean, you're probably already goddamn watching it. It's the shonen of this season. He really likes it. I'm just completely indifferent towards it.
And he'll still never watch Boku no Hero Academia.
You know, I'm just gonna like start like a fucking like a not a Kickstarter, like a Patreon, and be like, if I hit this goal, I will just do a fucking vlog series on Boku no Hero Academia. Ah, you made me say the Japanese name.
I did. That's really all I was shooting for.
Oh, I hate like nothing. Like it's one of those things that triggers me when like anime has like Japanese name. And then the English, like the official English, like this is what the, like the creator intends for like the name to be, and people just will not call it that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like My Hero Academia is written in the Japanese logo. Attack on Titan is written in the Japanese logo. You know what anime doesn't have its English name in the Japanese? Full Metal Alchemist. It's like Hagane no Rekenjutsu or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone called that Full Metal Alchemist, but and now I'm supposed to bring up fucking Brotherhood because Brotherhood actually does do that. But oh my god, yeah, nobody calls that by its fucking Japanese. I fucking hate these people. Just call the shit. If it has like nobody says Kido Senshi Gandamu. Like I'd punch you in the goddamn throat if you ever walked up and asked me if I was a fan of Gandamu. Yeah, Fire Force is alright. Go ahead and watch it. Who gives a shit?